Aragami is a really solid stealth game. This game reminds me of Sekiro or Tenchu. Even though I didn't play Tenchu, I did play Sekiro. I mean, you're getting a katana, so you know. Stay in the shadow, that's a Splinter Cell thing. Distract enemies, that's from Hitman. Teleport like the Blink from Dishonored. I think I should stop giving references. So Aragami, first impression, it's fun. I think I should talk about some notable co-op features about this game first, because I have mostly played this game with a friend. While the single player is a casual fun experience, the game's co-op is also smooth. It's a 2-player co-op, and in terms of gameplay where you both kill different enemies and also your special abilities get shared, which is really cool. The enemy's AI is not so hard to anticipate that even in hard difficulty they sometimes act dumb, and I really recommend you to play this on the highest difficulty. Let's talk about basic game mechanics. You are nothing but a shadow yourself, wearing some ninja outfit. Your cape shows how much shadow essence you have. Shadow essence is necessary to use all the Aragami skills you get, such as you can teleport, or you can make shadows yourself and then teleport. Whatever you do costs shadow essence, and to recharge your essence, you just basically stay in shadows. Aesthetically, this looks really cool that my cape works as a shadow meter that indicates how much essence I have. It also shows which technique you're using and how many charges you have left. This makes the cape look even better. As you are a shadow and only can teleport where other shadows are, the artificially lit areas in the levels drains your shadow essence if you stay there. It also makes the enemies detect you easily. The enemies have these lit up swords that they use to slash you. The swords can also be ranged depending on where your position is, and they one-shots you, so you have to be patient and play this game mostly in stealth. Some levels have high grounds that you can take to do air assassinations, but what's more important is the skills and techniques that you use. Those are the real game changer. The Aragami skills are your passive abilities that you should unlock first, because there are some really useful abilities such as creating shadows and teleporting, vanishing dead bodies, marking abilities, yada yada. Then there's offensive and defensive techniques that you can cycle through at any times, and these are really helpful in tight situations. Like the kunai lets you kill enemies from a range, which my friend and I used mostly to take out the archers. Then I often use the kage ability to become invisible and escape or kill some enemies. If any enemies saw me, I could use a blinding technique called Kurosuna and blind them and then kill them. These techniques really make the game even more fun. But how do you upgrade your skills? If you use the reveal skill, you can see everything that's in the map. That includes some scrolls that are scattered throughout the whole level, your objective, and the recharge stations. The scrolls are sometimes hidden or requires you to clear an area first, but they are super worth it as you can upgrade your abilities or unlock new ones with them. The recharge stations can be used to charge your techniques when you don't have any. Some levels have these light traps or enemies that have the trap following them all the time. Some enemies will blow this war horn if they see you or if they get alerted. And then there's archers who shoots from a range, but I really think this game could use some more enemy types. Players have good flexibility to play how they want, and this is by far what I liked so much about this game. Maybe you wanna just distract and kill enemies, or maybe you wanna do aerial kills, which feels a little bit like air assassination, or maybe you wanna run and kill, which is not recommended. The game has all these different approaches and allows the player to play how they want. Level design retains their linearity. Sometimes you just reach from point A to point B, sometimes you'll kill enemies and destroy these light barriers that let you move forward, and that's pretty much all there is to progressing the game until you reach the second half of the 13 chapters. You get to see puzzles that you need to overcome. A new light source is added, which is lightning, but most of all, boss fights that requires new strategies. The uses of Unity engine was really good. I think the game has this artistic look which goes really well with the vaguely detailed environment in Aragami. It looks beautiful. Now what is the lore about? This girl. Her name is Yamiko. She is an empress of an empire called Nishoku. A master of shadow adepts, she is also called the Shadow Empress. Nishoku took over the Valley of Rashomon, which is the land that you experience in Aragami, and with the help of Yamiko herself, it had been captured. But an army was formed later in purpose of retaliation. It attacked the host city of Nishoku and they won the battle. Yamiko's soul has been divided by the 4 captains so that they could seal them and kill the Shadow Empress when she, in her defense, made herself locked in a black hole where she remains immortal but unconscious. 2 of the captains of the 4 dies were one of them, Ryo, who tried to seal Yamiko's soul inside and died in the process, was reborn as a shadowy figure named Aragami, but without his memories. He got manipulated by her and is now in her command to finish the last 2 remaining captains. As he progresses, he gets memories of previous incidents while he does his works for Yamiko. After fighting the captains and unintentionally killing them, she becomes the main villain in the last chapter. It's a simple yet compelling story. There's a huge explanation and analysis of the story in Steam. I'll leave a link below if you stumble upon this video somehow and is interested. Now Aragami was meant to be played relaxed. The artistic vibe with the serene background music that plays throughout the playthrough is simple yet comfortable in your ears. Unless you get detected, the touch of calm music playing in the background feels quite natural. One thing was a little bit disappointing was the dialogues, which wasn't complete or polished at all. If a dialogue has, let's say, 10 words, the voiceover would say 3 to 4 words, which feels really incomplete and strange. Gameplay bugs were also there, which was really irritating, especially in the last level. Me and my friend had to restart the level 4 times because of different bugs that didn't let us continue. Besides all this, I still think Aragami is a game worth playing, especially if you are interested in the stealth genre. And that is what I had to say about Aragami. Aragami 2 is coming in September. It features a 3-player co-op and straight up combats with new mechanics, which looks interesting. But anyways, that's all for this video. Subscribe if you enjoyed and see ya.